All right, 3 things I would do as a self-taught tattoo artist in 2024. So if you're new here, most people know me as AG. I'm a self-taught tattoo artist that didn't know how to draw 3 years ago, and now I have my own private studio. I specialize in black and gray realism, and I'm based out of Arizona. If you want to see more of my work, go to my Instagram, check it out, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's get into it. First thing I would do is invest in myself. So that means machines, products. I would get high quality things. Now, a lot of people think that you don't need this in the beginning, and I somewhat agree, because the whole thing is, oh, if you're a good artist, you can do a good tattoo with any machine. Yeah, sure, that is true. What they're not telling you is that, sure, that machine, that cheap machine, that might last you a couple sessions or whatever, and then it starts getting rickety and inconsistent and all that stuff. So to avoid all that, what I did in the beginning, I bought an Amazon machine. I bought a couple of them. I bought the Amazon batteries that came with it and all this other stuff, and I ended up spending like probably $200, $300, $400 on this stuff that either was inconsistent, went out, something went wrong with them, and I ended up just getting the machine that most artists use, like a professional grade machine, a Bishop Wand shader. And I wish I would have just saved all that money that I bought on Amazon machines and Amazon products and just bought the real thing. Same thing with fake skin. There's cheap skins on like cheap fake skin on Amazon. Bro, just get Pound of Flesh or Real Skin. Like, those are the 2 brands that I always recommend to people. It's going to make it easier to tattoo it. Now, fake skin is not like real skin. So if you have that expectation going into it, or let's say you get really good at fake skin, it doesn't really translate as well, but it does help you with your hand motions, your techniques and stuff like that. So it gets you familiar with it and your machine and running lines, shading, packing black. It gets you somewhat familiar with it, but I would get high quality stuff, man. My idea when I first started was, it was simple. If I got what the professional artists use, which is like a really good machine, good needles, good inks, all that kind of stuff, I got those things, and if I'm still struggling with tattooing, it's on me. I can't blame it on my machine. I can't blame it on the needles I'm using, the type of fake skin I'm using, whatever it is, because I see that it's being done very well by these other artists. So the only common denominator in me not doing the good tattoos like them is because me, right? My lack of skill. So that's how I kind of thought about it from the beginning. Again, I'm not saying that's the only way to do it or the right way, but that's what I kind of looked at it like. It was similar to cameras. When I bought a camera, I know that if other videographers are using this type of camera and they're getting these results and I'm not getting the same results, it's something I'm doing. It's not my camera. You know what I mean? So same thing with just all your products overall, your type of chair. If you're fucking tattooing on your mom's couch and you're using it because it's still like, well, it's a tattoo bit, bro, you're using a foldable chair for them to sit on. Bro, get a real thing. It's going to speak volumes to clients, to other artists, to, when you're making videos, it looks more professional. It's just overall, invest in yourself in this. If you're serious about it, invest in yourself. Again, like I said before, it's all at your rate and pace. I'm not saying go, buy $10,000 worth of stuff because that's what professionals do. No, you don't need to do all that. But I'm just saying that instead of buying a $150 machine or $250 machines because they end up breaking or whatever, just save that money, get like a Bishop Wand shader or something like that, and start with that. It's a great machine. They have great customer service. If anything goes wrong with it, usually you can just call them and they'll help you out. They've always been good to me. They've been good to other artists that I know. Most good tattoo machine companies are like that. So you won't really run into problems, and that machine can last you, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years even. Like, who knows? If you take good care of it, it will last you a good amount of time. That's at least my experience from it. I've used the same machine for the last 2 or 3 years. And I haven't really had any problems. Keep it oiled up, do the right things, take care of it, and it will treat you right. The second thing I would suggest is social media. Okay, everyone knows on this channel, if you've been watching me, I preach this all the time, and I will keep preaching it to everyone. Social media is the way to get yourself out there. It is the fastest, it is the easiest way to grow. It is the most beneficial way to grow, in my opinion. The way I think about social media, bro, is just, it's really simple. Like, if you can do something for free, it doesn't cost you anything to do. You can do it as many times as you want, and you can figure out things with it, what works, what doesn't work. You can try different things, you can fail, you can succeed, you can have something go viral in one day. You can have it's so unlimited, and it's free. Like, don't get caught up in the whole, people will say, like, they'll tell me, oh bro, the algorithm don't mess with me. Oh, I think I'm shadow banned. No, you're just posting shitty content, fam. Like, I know that sucks to hear because it was humbling for me to realize that too. Like, I just realized that if I want more views, I need to post the things that people want to watch. You know what I mean? And still to this day, I'll post things that don't hit good. Then the next day I'll post something that does decent. Then the next day I'll post something that does really good. And then for a week straight, the views will not do numbers at all. And it's just a game of trying to figure out what people want to see, what is engaging, all those different things. The other thing I hear people say a lot to me is like, when I tell them this, like, they'll ask me, how do I get more clients? How do I grow my social media, whatever it is? And I'm like, post. And they're like, yeah, but I don't want to post until I'm good. I don't want to post until, why? Bro, that is the most backwards thing. The one regret I have is, even though I posted a lot since I first started, before I even started tattooing, I always kind of showed that I was drawing, I was learning how to tattoo, I was teaching myself this, I was teaching myself that. This is what I learned today. Like, even though I did that somewhat, I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have really shown my journey, because I got caught in that same kind of like trap of, oh, I don't want to like post this because it's not that good. I don't want to post my journey yet until I'm recognized as like a professional tattoo artist. I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to grind behind closed doors and then pop out and everybody's like, damn. Like, that's so stupid. It's such a waste of time. And at the end of the day, it was just because of my ego, my pride. You know, I just wanted to be really good before I was like known. I didn't want people to be like, damn, he's not that good, you know? Like, that is such a limiting belief, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, none of it matters, because all those people that said that when I was first beginning now are like, oh bro, you're fire, bro, I wish I would have came to you back then, all this other shit. Like, so it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So just post it, talk about your journey. For the people who do ask me that, they're like, I don't know what to post, I don't tattoo that much because I'm still practicing and this, that, and the third. Bro, do what's in your control. If you draw every day and that's all you can do because you don't have clients yet, draw and show you drawing, show the process, talk about, hey, literally grab your phone and be like this, bro. Day 1 of me starting to learn how to tattoo, day 50 of me learning how to like, literally, that's what I would do, bro. That's seriously what I would do. I would post your journey, because people are going to fall in love with you and your journey, especially if you're trying to build a personal brand. It's all about being personal. It's letting people in to see things that the normal person wouldn't really get to see about you. You know, that's how you differentiate yourself with these personal brands. The other thing I would say about social media though, bro, is don't post your personal stuff. Don't post, like, even though I know that contradicts itself, because I'm like, oh, post personal things. There's a line to it though. Don't post your personal drama. Don't post your baby mama drama and your homie drama and subtweeting people and posting memes about clients because, you know, you're trying to like get them to know who they're talking about, but without saying who they're talking about. Like, it's so corny. When I see artists do this, bro, it is the most corny thing that I see them do. They'll post memes that is like, don't you hate when clients do this? And it's like somebody that's like moving or something, like, and it's like, bro, why are you doing all that? You're just making people feel uncomfortable. Like, oh, well, are they talking about me? Are they talking about them? What if I come to them and I do that? Then are they gonna post about me? Like, it's just stupid, bro. Keep all that behind closed doors, bro. You don't need to do all that. You don't need to. And I feel like they do that because they're trying to like validate themselves with other artists and get other artists to laugh at it and be like relatable to them. And I get that to a certain extent, but bro, that's just not the way to go about it. You know what I mean? Again, in my opinion, just keep all that kind of stuff off of it. You want social media, it is your portfolio in a way, you know what I mean? So clean it up. This is something that I learned about even my own page that just, I don't know, a couple months ago, I really sat down and looked at. And I only got that brought up to my attention because a client said, he was trying to show me one of the pieces I did. And he was like, yeah, I really like this one that you did. And he went to go try and find it. And he was like looking through my page and he's like, my bad, bro. Like, I thought it was a picture, but I guess it's a video. I can't really find it. And I was like, oh, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to know, oh, I saw this on your page, let me go find it, you know? And it made me really think about and sit down and go through my page and be like, okay, if somebody came to my page, would they get lost in it? Would there be too much distraction stuff? And what happened was all my reels were on my main page. So when somebody first clicked on, like, let's say they saw me through a video, right? And then they click on my page because they're like, oh, let me see more of his stuff. And my whole page was just a mess. It was just picture, then 5 reels, then a picture, then 5 reels. And it was just not a good thing. So I say that to say, clean up your page. For me, what worked is I kept all my pictures on the home feed, and then I separated my reels. There's a thing in Instagram that you can do where you can just separate your reels from your home page. And then so when people want to go through your page, they see a bunch of pictures, that's what's going to stick out to them. Then if they want to see more of me or more of like video style, they can go to the Reels tab and just look through all my videos. That's what kind of worked good for me and help separate things a little bit and clean things up. Because at the end of the day, you have to look at your social media as your portfolio. If somebody clicks on your page, think about it as if you have 10 to 30 seconds to like close the deal of them, like I don't know how to say this, like sell them on the fact of like, yeah, you should follow me, yeah, you should come get work by me. You have to sell that in a way, and you have a short amount of time, because if your stuff is too messy, it's all over the place, they're just kind of swipe out of it, you know. So that would be my opinion or my advice on social media. And don't think because you are beginning or because you don't have that much work to post, there is something to post, there's something to do, showing the behind the scenes, showing your day-to-day life of you trying to become a tattoo artist or you being a tattoo artist, and what are the struggles, what are the benefits, what are all these different things, and appeal to that target audience you are trying to appeal to through videos, through your social media, through pictures, whatever it is, you know what I mean? The third thing I would do, networking. All these things that I've mentioned and talk about, and anything I talk about in my videos, I have done. I am not a hypocrite. I am not telling you guys to do something that I would not or have not done myself. With networking, I would go to events. They don't have to be all tattoo expos or tattoo related events. It could be any event that's happening that you think maybe people with tattoos are at, or people with the, you know, the type of people that you're trying to attract as future clientele, right? Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm from Phoenix, right? So the Suns were playing in the finals or whatever it was, or Western Conference finals, I think. I don't know. There were some big games happening 2-3 years ago, I think, and they had a home game in Phoenix. I went down to the arena. I printed out a bunch of business cards. I put, at that time I was cutting hair and tattooing. At that time I was still like in my first year or so of tattooing, and I was just trying to do like get practice. I was literally just handing out business cards with pictures of some of the work I did, my Instagram, stuff like that. And I just wanted to network with people, and I just wanted to push myself out there, out of my normal comfort zone, because I am extremely like introverted. People think I'm extroverted, but it's not by choice. It's because I need to be on camera, or I need to be doing social media, or you can't be that way if you are doing a service industry. Like, you need to be personable. So, but naturally for me, I like to chill. I like to be by myself. So yeah, I needed to kind of push myself out of my own comfort zone and get out there. And that's what I did. I went there before the game, handed out stuff, talked to people. I waited there for 2-3 hours after the game, handing out stuff, going up to people, anybody that had tattoos, anybody that I thought would want to get tattooed, I talked to them, handed out my thing. Like, bro, this is not something that I'm just saying and it sounds good that I'm saying. Like, I did all these things. And guess what? I got 0 people from that. But that's the thing. I was proud of myself for doing that. I went home and I was a little discouraged. I was a little like, damn, like I thought, oh, this is an amazing idea. I'm going to get so many people. They acted so interested. No, at the end of the day, none of them hit me up, but it pushed myself out of my own comfort zone, and I was proud of myself for that. And I knew that maybe my work wasn't good enough, and that's why they didn't hit me up yet. Maybe they forgot, maybe they threw it away. Maybe they were just a little faded and they just forgot, whatever it was, but I didn't let it get me down. I didn't let it discourage me, you know? So yeah, I would say networking, again, things like that, or just even like car shows, anything. It doesn't have to be just tattoo expos, because think about it. If you're going to an expo, you're going around artists who are well established, really good, have booths at expos. Like, even though that's people's first thought process, like, let me go to this expo and try and like hand out my business card. Like, I wouldn't do that. Or I'm gonna buy this expensive booth to tattoo at this place. Like, you don't need to do all that, bro. Go to a car show, go to a whatever event that's happening, and just get yourself out there. I was in the airport not too long ago, I saw this dude. and he was like tatted. He had like good work and stuff. And I went up to him. I was like, bro, I like your work. Who did your work? Like whatever. Just talk to him. I wasn't trying to gain him as a client. I wasn't trying to get anything out of him. I just wanted to have a conversation and just see what it led to, you know? He was like, yeah, actually I've been, you know, trying to look for an artist, this, that, and the third. We talked. He got my social media. He hit me up later, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So there was another time I was somewhere else. Dude was all tatted up. I said, hey, what's up, bro? He ended up being a tattoo artist. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm in New Mexico. If you ever want to come guest spot, you want to stop by, whatever, love to have you. This, that, and the third. Networked. I know next time I'm in New Mexico, I'm gonna hit him up. It was a good, friendly connection. Networking, bro. That's what it will get you. And that's just like the smallest degree of it. Eventually, it will land you clients. It will land you opportunities that you didn't think would happen. I mean, I can sit there and talk about so many different examples and instances where this has happened, where I didn't really feel like talking to anyone. I didn't want to go out of my way. I didn't want to look stupid or dumb by going up to people and just being like, hey, and get rejected. Maybe they'd shrug me off, and that's like embarrassing in front of a bunch of people, but I still did it. And like I said, something good came out of it. Again, this is just like quick free game that I try and talk about, just so that you guys know that it's not, once you make it, quote unquote, and you're booking people and you're at a high rate and you have your own studio, you have this, like you don't make it, bro. You never just make it. You are constantly learning. You're constantly grinding. I'm still implementing all these things that I just talked about in this on a daily basis, whether I'm networking, whether I'm upping my supplies, whether I'm getting better products, posting more on social media and reviewing analytics and looking at this and what I could do better, and buying more gear for, you know, lighting, better lighting, or a better camera, or this, that, and the third. Like, I'm just constantly trying to attack things better. And again, no, you don't need all those things, but it comes with times. It's just to prove to you that, like, what I'm trying to say is that no matter where you're at, I still invest in myself, you know? I still invest in my business. I still invest in things that I feel like I can grow from. I don't just blow that money on stupid shit. It goes right back into this. I literally take the money that I make and I try and invest it back in something that I think that can grow more and more, or I think that there's a deficit somewhere in my business and I try and make it better. So if you got any other questions about anything else, drop them in the comments. Like I always say, I try and make videos reacting to them or commenting about them. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you guys.